All right, hello. I am Conray15, and I am going to be doing a Let's Play series to show some of the extreme basics of Minecraft, as if the people watching this have not experienced Minecraft or any other game like Minecraft before. I'm doing this because I want to get my girlfriend interested in playing Minecraft, and she has no experience with the game or with any video games in general. If you are not my girlfriend, you are welcome to watch. Just this is going to be kind of a slower take at a Minecraft Let's Play. Starting off Minecraft world, you should give the world a name. I'm going to give this I should name it something more creative than that. I'm just going to name it Hello World, which is not that creative either. Now, there's a bunch of different difficulties you can choose for the game. I'm going to play on normal. However, if this is your first time playing Minecraft, I would either recommend playing peaceful, which there will be no mobs in the game, or I would recommend playing easy, just so you can get a feel of the combat, but make it easy. I'm going to play on survival. This is basically the main mode I'll be talking about in the game. I'm going to allow cheats to be off, just so I have a legitimate playthrough. There's more options you can change, but this is what I'm going to leave it at. You don't really need to get into it any more than that. Alright, well, let's see how this Minecraft world goes. So as soon as we get into the world, I'm going to go over some quick little early things, just so you know. When you pop in the world, here you are looking through a first-person view. But you're going to need to know how to do a couple things. So your mouse is going to be how you look around. Alright, so you move your mouse up, and you look up, down, left, right, and so on. You're going to move with WASD, so act like those are arrow keys. If you see W is on the top, so you're going to move forward with W, backwards with S, left with A, and right with D. Space is your jump. There's a couple other controls you're going to need to know, such as shift is going to be to sneak and crouch. This will allow you to not fall off of blocks, as if you did not have it on. E is going to be to access your inventory. You have your mouse buttons are going to do things as well, with left click being to attack or destroy things, and right click to be to use or place things. So the first thing that you want to do in a Minecraft world is you want to kind of take note of where you start off. So I'm going to kind of dig down a block and place this here awkwardly, so I know that this is where I started my world around. Then you're going to want to get some wood. So here I am going to a tree. You do the destroy button, so the left click on your mouse to destroy blocks, and then that's how you can gather the resources. Now, something to note with getting wood is you're going to probably want to take all the wooden blocks, or the log blocks, out of the tree so that the tree decays. The leaves will automatically go away over time. So that will help your area not look kind of derpy with floating leaves, because they'll go away. And you'll get some baby saplings so you can replant those trees. And this is an oak tree, so we might even get some apples to eat. If you look down in the bottom of the center of the screen, you're going to see that I'm holding a log right now. Now, this is the hotbar is what I'm scrolling through right here. So you can hold a certain amount of items in your hotbar and even more in your inventory. That's useful if you want to place different things, or if you have tools that you want to use. Above that, you can see there's an empty bar that's kind of like an oval shape that's extended. That's the experience bar. That'll be helpful later when getting experience levels. And we also have our health, which you'll see soon when it depletes. It depletes by halves. And same with our hunger meter, which doesn't quite just deplete by halves, but you'll see how that depletes. So we should actually get some more wood, because the day is going to run out. So actually, I have enough wood now, so I can make one of the first things that we craft. So Minecraft has a lot of crafting aspects to it, or crafting is a large aspect of the game. When you are not using a crafting bench, you have a 2x2 crafting grid. You can craft a bench there, and place it, and now you'll have a 3x3. What this really changes is all the different things you can craft. Some things you can craft with just a simple 2x2, but other things you need to have a 3x3. And this book will help you find different things that you can craft with the materials you currently have. I am going to be mainly using this unless I forget a recipe, as this is how I learned the game, to use just the little 3x3 grid. So I'm going to make a set of tools. So this is how you make sticks in the game, is 2 wooden planks. And I'm actually going to need to make another set of planks. I'm going to make the first and only wooden tool that I recommend making, which is the wooden pickaxe. And actually, I'm going to first finish chopping down this tree, because that's gonna annoy me if I don't chop that down. So I only recommend making a wooden pickaxe and not any other wooden tools, because the other wooden tools are going to get replaced very quickly, because what you're going to want to do is make stone tools, which will be way better than the wooden tools you might see. And now we have some saplings. I'm going to destroy some grass, make some room for the new trees that are going to grow. Alright, now I saw that this might be a cave over here, so I decided to wander over this way to get our first stone. And look at this, we found a ravine. So that will be helpful later. As you can see, I've got an achievement as I've gotten stone. And now that I've got 3 pieces, I'm going to instantly make our next tool, which will be a stone axe. Now, I know I didn't really stay over here for very long. Oh, sorry. Another thing, for sprinting, if you double tap W, you'll run faster. Also, if you hit Control, you'll also run faster if you hold that down, or it's more of a toggle. Alright, I'm going to be aiming for these smaller oak trees for now, just because they're going to be less time intensive to take down. They're a little bit smaller. These dark oak are good to get a lot of wood. Those will be helpful for when we need a lot more wood. But these little oak trees are a little bit easier to take down quickly. So right now, my goal in the game is to, I'm going to need to get some shelter, but first I'm just trying to get some resources, so I'm not caught without anything to help either defend myself when night comes, or just so I'm not stuck in a hole hiding from everything. So in Minecraft, if you've not heard, when you die, you lose your items. They fall onto the ground, and you only have a limited amount of time to go pick them up before they disappear forever. So we're going to try to stay safe and not die, but I might unfortunately end up needing to show you what happens when you do die, just so you know how to be prepared, and I just might die from playing the game. As you can see, this biome is kind of nice. It's got the bigger trees, we've got some flowers, and we've got some mushrooms. In fact, if I can find a brown mushroom, oh, here's a pumpkin. This might be nice to have. Later, we'll need to make farms for food, and it'll be nice to have a pumpkin that I can make pumpkin seeds out of in order to get more pumpkins. So I'm going to actually break a little bit of this in order, because I can make something called mushroom stew if I get some of these mushrooms. And hilariously, I'm not getting that many mushrooms. Oh, there I got 5. Did any drop? Yep, there we go. Okay, and then I'll get some of the red mushrooms as well. About an equal amount if possible. Okay, great. 7 and 7. Perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to head back over to where I was. But it looks like this is another cave, which might be... Okay, interesting. This cave looks to be another interesting one. It goes kind of deep, and we can see some mobs right there. This will be a perfect time to explain some of the mobs. So that right there is a baby zombie. They are small, but very fast, and I think they do as much damage as a normal zombie does. Oh, chicken. Must be a chicken nearby. You can also see the glowing eyes of some spiders. So some of the mobs that we're going to have to watch out for during the night are going to be the zombie, skeleton, creeper, and spider. And you'll get a better look at some of those. Unfortunately, I'm thinking that I might need to kill that sheep or another sheep like it eventually to get a food source. We're gonna see if I can avoid doing such a thing, but eventually we definitely will need to kill some mobs, friendly mobs, or I guess passive really. I'm for sure not gonna kill the cows because we're gonna need a lot of cows later in order to farm them for their leather. Which I know if you're anything like my girlfriend, you'll be a little bit against such practices, but it is really a necessity in this game. Or, I mean, there are some ways around farming the animals, but so if you really want to try to do that, you can go ahead. Just make your time a little bit more difficult. And this is funny. I forgot to get 3 more stone. So now I can make myself a stone pickaxe. This is going to be a lot better for mining. Now, the stone pickaxe is important because it can also help us mine our next material that we're going to need, which is going to be iron. And iron is going to allow us to do a lot of great things, including, I'm thinking right now, shearing those sheep so that we can get a bed. I might have to just bite the bullet and kill a couple sheep though, because we're approaching night. We'll see if I can find any iron before nightfall. Oh, here, we found our first ore. We found some coal. This will be helpful right now because I want to make some torches. So, torches are useful because you can use them to light up areas that are dark. And, yeah, that's actually the main useful stuff of the torch. Coal will also be useful when we need to use a furnace. We'll use a furnace to cook some meat at some point in time, also to smelt our iron ore that we find into iron ingots. That's another use for the furnaces and for the coal. And we'll probably even end up using a furnace to... Oh! Right? Fine. You just dropped a little bit. Oh. I should be careful right now because I don't know what's lurking around this corner. It looks like there's nothing right now, so I'm a little bit fortunate. And even more fortunate because I found some iron ore. So I'm going to harvest this iron ore because that will become very useful to us very soon. Alright. So one of the first things that you want to do in your Minecraft world after you get wood and get some starting tools is you want to make some shelter for yourself, because nighttime, especially if you're a new player, can be pretty tough to survive. So we could, and then night is upon us already. Alright. Make kind of a bad staircase here, but I can navigate it just fine. So we found ourselves in the depths of night, so we're going to actually make home here in this ravine. Otherwise, we could have dug into the side of a hill and made a little cubby, or we could have made ourselves a little house. We will make a house soon enough, but for now, we'll just survive in this little cave. So we'll make our little home right here. Oh, I seem to have made myself 2 crafting tables. I did not realize I'd done that. And we'll make ourselves our next block, which will be a tool. And we'll make ourselves a furnace. Alright, so the furnace, as I said, is very helpful. We will cook our iron ore. That's one of the first things that we'll do. Okay, come on. While that cooks, we should continue looking for resources after I make myself something important to define myself, which will be a stone sword. Alright. Rearrange some of these things here, and I should actually make a second furnace. And you'll find yourself wanting to make multiple furnaces a lot of the time because it'll help you with multitasking. So if you cook wood, now this is the fuel slot in a furnace. Anything that goes up here will be cooked. Anything that goes down here will be, as long as it is something that can be burned, will be used as fuel to cook whatever is on the top. So right now I'm making some charcoal so that I can use it to make torches. Charcoal acts functionally as the same as coal, except for it cannot be turned into blocks the same way that coal can. Looks like we have some lava here. We're going to want to watch out for that because we could get burned by that. And then if our items fall into lava or on fire, they will be destroyed, and so we won't be able to collect them again. So we're going to light up this area so that we don't have mobs spawn down here, but we seem to have found some more iron, which is definitely going to be useful. So we're just going to build some stairs up here. And again, I place these blocks by hitting the right mouse button. That's how you place blocks. And if I want to destroy them, I of course use the left mouse button to destroy them. Alright. So now that we're mining, I'll mention a couple different methods of mining. So as you can see, there's a skeleton up there. I don't really want to provoke it, but I might end up having to fight it, seeing it. Oh, okay, it went away. Alright, so right now we're kind of just exploring a cave, and we're gathering the resources that we find in the cave walls or on the cave floor. We're gonna have to fight this guy. If I can get one piece of iron real quick, I can make a shield, which will be a helpful tool right now. Now that I've equipped my shield, and I'll go over that in just a second, how... Okay, so there's a couple important things happening right now. I am using my right mouse button to use my shield to block the blows from the skeleton. As you see, that arrow just bounced off my shield and back at the skeleton. Now, when I want to hit, I hit the left mouse button, and that will swing my sword. As you can see, right below the crosshair, there's a little bit of like a timer, and that shows when your hit will be the most effective. You want to hit only when that timer is filled up. Then you'll swing the sword the hardest, and that way you'll do the most damage. All right, so let's make some charcoal there. I would like to make a chest, just so I can store my stuff. So if I die, I can go back to my chest and I haven't lost everything. So you make a chest the same way you make a furnace, except with wooden planks. Excellent. So I'm gonna put everything in there that I don't see myself using instantly. I want to cook this iron. And do I want to do anything else with it? Yes, I do. I am going to make an iron pickaxe. Already, I'm going to do this. So an iron pickaxe is very helpful because there are materials that you cannot gather. I'll make a shovel. Oh, out of stone. Oh. There are materials that you can't gather with the stone pickaxe. And there's materials you can't gather with the iron pickaxe either. And we'll need a diamond pickaxe for some materials. But yes, we need an iron pickaxe in order if we find diamonds, or if we find... Alright, well it looks like we have found one of the other mobs I have mentioned, and that was the creeper. As you can see, the main characteristic of the creeper is that they explode when they get close to you. They're very quiet, they don't make any noise when they walk around, maybe some faint footsteps, but they will come at you and then they will explode if they're near you. So now, luckily I didn't fall very far, but I am kind of low on health. So I am going to make myself a bowl, and we are going to make ourselves some mushroom stew. Alright. We're going to need to make a little bit more shelter than what we currently have. You eat food by using your right mouse button when you're holding the food. Okay, let's get a little bit of shelter over us just in case another creeper happens to drop by. We're going to need some more blocks to do that, actually. That was kind of a funny little drop-in from that guy. I was not expecting that. If we were on hard mode, he might have put an end to our little life this time. But we are fortunate for now. Okay. We need some more torches to light up this little area so that mobs do not spawn. Because that would be unfortunate. To have a creeper just happen to start its life here, right next to our home. Or what is currently our home. Alright. Okay. Excellent. So now we've got a little bit of a start. It does not look like it's daytime yet, so we will continue to be mining. So, mining methods. What I was currently doing, finding little pockets of iron, is called cherry picking by some. It's when you can just go around casually and you find whatever is popping out to you that you can use. Like this coal or this iron. All right, so that is the quickest way to find resources. The only problem with it is, so the main method of going around is finding caves and going through them to find those resources. If you run out of cave to explore, you run out of resources to find. So it's good. It's really quick. If you want to play through Minecraft really quickly, that's a really good method to do, and a lot of people love that method. It's probably the best method. However, I have found myself completing the monotonous, butcher the pronunciation of that word, task of strip mining. Strip mining is where you find a section of like cave wall, or you dig down and then you dig over, and you just dig straight like this. Go straight until you find resources, and then you keep going even further. And you kind of make a lattice of these little tunnels going around underground. So that's strip mining. It's useful because when you run out of caves, there are definitely still resources hiding in the walls that you would not normally see just from going through the caves. So in that way, it's a little bit more, you're squeezing more resources out of your amount of land that you're in. So if you want to stay close to home, then you can do some strip mining. Also, it is safer than cherry picking, because in cherry picking, you're going through areas where there might be monsters hiding. But if you're strip mining, you're creating your own little pocket of space, so there is no chance for a mob to be hiding within those blocks. It looks like I'm going to need some more stone pickaxes, so I'm going to go make some of those. I'll make some more sticks, and I realize now that I kind of glossed over how to make some tools. As you can see, 2 sticks and 3 stone like that makes a pickaxe. 2 sticks and 3 stone makes a axe. 1 stick, 2 stone makes a sword. 2 sticks, stone makes a shovel. And then the only tool I have not made, like a stone tool, would be a hoe, which would be stone, and sticks. We will make one right now, because one of the next things we're going to want to do, since it is daytime now, is we are going to want to make a farm, because we do not want to starve to death. So, and we also want to make a bed. So I'm going to take some iron with me, because I'm going to make a bucket, same recipe as a bowl, and I'm going to make some shears. The shears will be to get the... Okay. Alright. The shears will be to get the wool off of the back of the sheep, and the bucket will be to get a water bucket. Oops. So that we can make ourselves a little crop area. Okay. Awesome. Ooh, and this will be great, actually. We can make a little farm around here. And I'm going to kind of use the shovel to dig out our little entrance to our makeshift home. So when you destroy grass, you can get seeds. There's a random chance to do. And you can plant those, and we'll get some wheat when it finishes growing. And wheat is a pretty useful product. We can use it to make bread, and we can use it to breed the cows and the sheep that we're going to be seeing. So a wheat farm is a very good way to start. However, if we end up finding potatoes or carrots, those will be a better food source, especially the potatoes, not as much the carrots. Oh, and I can see that we have a different biome over there, which is going to be our swamp biome. And there's a pig. Excellent. Alright, I am going to travel across here because I see that we have some sugarcane. Now, as you can see right now, my point of view kind of changed. I'm currently swimming. And the mechanics of swimming act a little bit different than running about. Alright, I'm taking the sugarcane over to where we live, just so we have an easier time growing it. Alright. So I'm going to plant those sugarcane. Plant them by the water. They have to be planted by the water. You cannot plant them anywhere else. So that will be... Actually, I do not like that. And we'll make a more efficient sugarcane farm at some point in time when we have a need. For now, just trying to get some more seeds, and that should be fine. Okay. So I'm going to get a water bucket, and I'm going to teach you about infinite water sources. In Minecraft, you can have infinite water, which is a little bit unrealistic, but it is very useful for us. So basically, if we have either 3 blocks of water in a row, or actually 1 block of water here, and 1 block of water here, it fills in the middle one. Alright, also if we had a 2x2 section of water, 1 water here, 1 water here in the corners, it would fill the other 2 corners with water. So that's just a little helpful method in order to get infinite water, which would be useful in a lot of cases. So I am going to dig in a little bit of a row here, collect some water in order to start our little farm. And you use the hoe by right-clicking on the ground. Excellent. So this is starting our little farm. This will be very nice to get these crops growing, especially since you can see our hunger is going down. You need to have full hunger. You need to have full. Oh, never mind. You need to have close to full hunger in order to replenish your hearts, your health. So it's important to keep on eating. All right. Let's see what we need to get. So we have survived our first night. We're on our second day. So now we're really on to getting our food, which we're working on our crops and our farming. We might want to rally up a couple cows and put them in a hole or a pen, but we should really be working on either gathering wood or gathering mining resources. Okay, so I'm gonna get some wood. Let's go. I'm gonna teach you how to cut down a dark oak tree. So when you look at a dark oak tree, it is mainly a 2x2 trunk with a couple of offshoot branches. So I like to, if you want to cut down these offshoot branches first or later, either is fine. But getting them out of the way can help you see the fact that the trunk is the main thing you have to worry about clearing. Alright, so now that we're dealing with just the trunk now, we can cut into, ignore the bottom block, but then the next 2 blocks. This way we can jump on into this little slot, then we'll mine the block above us, and then the 2 in front of and above us. And this way, we will be making a little bit of a staircase. And then we'll turn, and we'll do the same thing again. By doing this, we'll make ourselves a little bit of a staircase leading to the top of the tree. That way we can get all the blocks without worrying about how tall the tree is, because we can keep on going up until there is no more tree left like there. That way we don't have any floating tree left, and we get all of the wood that we can. Alright. This will be helpful for either turning into charcoal or for, I'll wait to gather up the cows when we get ourselves some wheat. For now, let's go get ourselves some wool for a bed. If you right-click on a sheep, it'll shear it. Otherwise, and it ate grass, and so therefore it grew its wool back right away. And we actually got all the wool we needed. Now we have 4 wool. We only need 3 for a bed. Maybe we'll want some later, but we definitely do not have a purpose for it right now. I'm gonna just harvest the sugarcane and plant the rest of it. right. However, for fun, let's get a flower and to change the color of our bed. And I think I'm gonna take a rose here, or I guess it's a poppy. Originally they were roses, and we're gonna use this to make dye to color our bed. All right, and that is a little bit of a throwback to the original bed color from Minecraft. All right, so I guess we'll set up shop here in the little cave that we have just for a little bit as we actually, what do we have here? Yeah, we'll just make it a little bit of a nicer area, but we'll live here for a spell. Okay, so let's make our first bed. We'll need some planks. Here are dark oak planks. There, and we'll put the wool on top of it, making a bed. We'll take the flour to make some dye. Combine the bed with the dye to make our bed. Before we go about placing it down, though, I am going to change the flooring of our little enclosure. I'm going to tear up the blocks that are currently down here, and we'll replace them with planks, which will give us a nice little roomy vibe. I think I'm going to go with dark oak, just because that's kind of what our biome is. We have a lot of dark oak. Alright, that feels a bit better. And then I think what I'll do is, I don't have a lot of andesite. So there's stone in the walls, but then there's also other kinds of stone, like here is andesite. I think that I might have to gather a little bit more resources before I change the walls, just so I have one specific kind. Alright, let's see what I have to do. It's becoming nighttime soon, and I don't really have many other food sources besides our little mushrooms. So I'm going to just use our mushrooms again, make some more mushroom stew, just because that's currently our best option for food. And we're going to place our bed down. Now, you're going to get to see the alternative to either hiding in a cave at night or fighting during the night, and that's going to be sleeping. So we can actually sleep through the night by putting down our bed, and it will progress, and we won't have to worry about fighting mobs. All right, see, now it is the next day, and we did not need to worry about dying. Isn't that excellent? I'm gonna wait to actually eat that. All right, I'm gonna make ourselves our next axe because our current axe is getting a little bit low on health. And yeah, all right. Okay, well that kind of puts us in a good position. Let's go check on the farm. It was at this moment that my hard drive ran out of space to save the recording. So basically, I just went over that the farm was growing a little bit, and I decided to leave my episode off there. I will begin working on the next episode as soon as I can. But yeah, so thank you for watching this first episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. Especially to my girlfriend, I hope that this was at least a little bit enjoyable for you, and makes Minecraft seem a little bit more interesting. But we will continue on. The next episode, I will hope to cover kind of what our long-term goals are going to be in Minecraft. So like what you can look forward to doing in the game. And I will go over a couple other quick tips, but then we're going to kind of get in the full swing of the game and starting to gather more resources. So again, thank you for watching, and have an excellent rest of your day.